Hey friends, Sam back today with another video, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. Instead of the usual demos that I have been putting out, we're going to showcase a behind the scenes of what we've been working on for our 2025 walkthrough for this year. Anyways, I'll kind of show what we've been doing outside here, and then we'll wrap up the video with a quick walkthrough at night, and I'll show kind of the lights and how it transforms the scenes. Okay, this is where the 2025 haunt will start, right here at this gate. So we'll have someone who lets people and groups in one by one. We'll have a line that forms behind this gate for crowd control. But this is where we'll start, and we're going to have it so you take an immediate right and walk into the patio here. And this will be a new scene for 2025 where we will have a greenhouse set up. So that'll be a really cool addition, I think, to our backyard walkthrough here. I hope to have that up in like the next week or so, so I'll get a video out when that is set up just so everyone can kind of see how we did that. But for now, we're going to exit out of where the greenhouse will be, and I think we're going to set the Pumpkin King Reacher up right here in the pumpkin patch. But that'll be done closer to Halloween. We don't bring out the animations until just closer to showtime, so they're protected from the elements. But you can see this is what we have so far for the pumpkin patch. And hang around until the end of the video because I'll do a quick walkthrough and show it at night, and it really does transform all the scenes with all the scene lighting up. Anyways, as people walk through the pumpkin patch here, we're going to have the Scab Lunger, I believe, from Poison Props up on the deck here. And she'll be towards the door there, the wall, and she'll come lunging out at a certain point when you trigger her. So a really cool jump scare, I think. Okay, and now that'll kind of lead us to this bridge that we've set up, and this kind of acts as a cross into the cemetery from the pumpkin patch. And we got this here in town. Someone was selling it from an old spirit display that they did many years back. But yeah, it's a really cool piece just because the ground on the bridge is actually squishy, so when you walk on it, you kind of sink into it. Just kind of makes you feel like you're off balance a little bit. But you'll walk through the bridge here into the cemetery. And then these columns I built a while back. There'll be some gates, big black gates that will connect them right there. That'll open up into the cemetery. I don't have the gates up yet just because they're a little bit prone to element damage from the wind and rain. So I'll keep those hidden away until closer to showtime. But as we walk up to the columns here, we'll open the gates, and that will lead you into the cemetery. Let's walk through the cemetery here. And you'll notice we don't really have many of our props out yet, just because it's been pretty rainy and just protecting them from the elements. We'll put those guys out closer to Halloween, and if we do additional days this year, which we might do. And then this is a cool scene that we're going to have set up this year for the cemetery. Here's the statue that I constructed last year. All right. And then in this scene here, we're going to have the mourner turn and lunge. So I think that's going to be a really cool addition to the cemetery this year. As you're kind of approaching into the cemetery, you'll hear her crying, and she'll be right here behind the gate. And we're going to have a bunch of other mourners kind of set up to create like a mourning scene. And then as you approach her, she'll come lunging around, of course, up to the gate. So that'll be a really cool addition, I think. But otherwise, yeah, you'll just continue down this path here through the cemetery. And then that is where the backyard will end. We might set up something here yet, haven't decided, but this gate will be open, and then it will turn around and follow the side of the house into the garage, and that's where the main show actually is. So I'll be setting that up over the next several weeks, and I'm sure I'll have a bunch of videos to showcase what we're doing in there and how that stuff works, including how I get the air lines all to go through manifolds and just how we set up all the scene lighting. So yeah, let's get to a quick night walkthrough so you guys can see how the scenes all look with lighting. All right, here we are at night. Let's do a quick walkthrough so you guys can see what it looks like with some lighting. But before we start, I just wanted to take a moment and say thanks again to everyone who's been watching and subbing. It means a lot. I think we just recently passed 100 subs, and it truly means a lot to us. So thank you guys. Anyways, let's get to it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like at night here. So yeah, the greenhouse isn't up yet, but soon. I'll get another video out here soon with that, and I think that'll look really cool in lighting. But here's the pumpkin patch. And once again, each one of these pumpkins will have a little candle inside, so they'll all be lit up individually, but they're battery operated, so we don't have those out yet. And it's pretty peaceful out here right now, but when we add the poison props, it'll add a pretty chaotic dynamic to it, so really excited to get those guys out here and for showtime to start. Alright guys, that is what everything looks like with some scene lighting on it. Once again, I really appreciate everyone watching. If you could like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. This will be the first walkthrough and kind of behind the scenes video that I'll do for this year. There'll be probably a handful of them, so keep an eye out for them, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks.